Here is the latest news for Red Deer in central Alberta. Canadian beef is heading back to China after a 4-year ban that shut down a key export market. It could help boost the long-term resiliency of a volatile business, but it comes at a time when national herd numbers remain low and beef prices are high. CTV's Kathy Lee reports.
On a golden prairie afternoon, the cattle on this southern Alberta ranch unbothered as their future is shaped far beyond this field. John Smith says some will be sold to large processors, their meat destined for markets near and far, including China.
It's always good news when a new market is made available to us.
The market available again after that country recently lifted a ban on Canadian beef from processing plants. It was put in place in late 2021 after a rare case of mad cow disease was found on an Alberta farm.
China does fulfill a demand for niche and underutilized cuts in Canada.
Before the ban, Canadian beef exports to China hit nearly $200 million a year. Experts say the market could climb back to that level. The Canadian Cattle Association says large processors could begin shipping beef to China in a few weeks, but moving significant amounts will take time, and that's because Canada is facing a cattle shortage and building the herd will take time.
That's going to limit the overall exports that we do sell, but we do continue to export large quantities of beef. We do know that we are able to start to build that market again.
Rebuilding the market also depends on the weather. Drought has been a significant factor in shrinking herd sizes countrywide. How many cows do you have? But this rancher says if the rain comes and supply increases, demand from China could help steady high beef prices.
It's probably going to hold the price somewhere where it is. It might decrease slightly, but as we know, trade partners come and trade partners go.
And Smith says industry players are looking for long-term market stability.
Us as producers, feedlot operators, we can actually invest with confidence and increase supply.
But given China's track record, whether it continues to be a reliable buyer for Canadian beef remains to be seen. Kathy Lee, CTV News, near Nanton, Alberta.
Red Deer City Council has approved a new temporary overnight warming shelter. Council voted in favor of a development permit for the space last week. It will be located downtown where the previous homeless shelter was. The city says the warming space is intended to supplement existing shelter capacity when extreme weather conditions increase risk. An advocate says adding another temporary shelter speaks to the need for more permanent housing in the city.
There's not an avenue where we're able to move folks from a shelter situation, which is always going to be temporary and emergency in our opinion.
The seasonal warming space will be run by Shining Mountains Living Community Services in partnership with community agencies. It will provide overnight safety, warmth, food, and access to basic medical support until the end of March. The beginning of the PBR's Canada Cup season in Red Deer was a record breaker. Calgary's Nick Tats had 2 near-perfect rides in front of a sold-out crowd at the Merchant Crane Centrium on Saturday. The PBR says it's the first time a season opener was sold out in Red Deer. Tats went on to win the Red Deer Classic. The next stop in the Canada Cup series is March 6th in Lethbridge. And just a reminder, if you would like to watch any of these stories again, you can catch them on our YouTube channel. Just search CTV News Red Deer.
Taking a look at your Tuesday forecast, a pretty warm one coming our way, but temperatures will peak Wednesday, Thursday. So warm for Tuesday, even warmer days to follow. We'll start off around -3, -4 in the morning, and then looking for highs anywhere from about 4 to 6 degrees within the region. Mostly sunny as we start off, a little bit of cloud in the afternoon, wind on the lighter side. A pretty nice day, well above average seasonal high, and as I said, temperatures set to warm even more after Tuesday. Here's a closer look at your Red Deer forecast.